The rain hammered Seattle suburbs that Thursday afternoon as I pulled into Grandma Rose's driveway in Bellevue. The wipers slapped uselessly against the deluge while I balanced takeout bags of her favorite Thai food. I'd left the office early, hoping to surprise the woman who'd raised me after my parents' messy split. The two-story Victorian house, with its wraparound porch and the 2 acres of prime land developers kept eyeing, had always been our sanctuary. Worth over $2 million now. It was more than brick and timber. It was every holiday dinner, every scraped knee patched up, every story about Grandpa's Navy days. I let myself in with my key, shaking off my umbrella, when voices drifted from the dining room. Grandma's hesitant tone and my Uncle Marcus's oily, confident baritone stopped me cold. Just initial here.
Mom.
It's standard stuff for your benefits. Something in his voice, too smooth, too insistent, made my stomach twist. I crept closer, staying hidden. Through the doorway, I saw them at the heavy oak table Grandma had inherited. Marcus, in a suit that screamed rented rather than owned, leaned over her, guiding her pen. At 84, her eyesight had faded, but her mind remained razor-sharp. I don't understand these, Marcus. Maybe Lauren should review them. Lauren's swamped at the bank.
Mom.
This is just routine Medicare paperwork. You trust your son, right? My eyes locked on the letterhead, petition for guardianship and determination of incapacity. My hands went numb. This wasn't routine. This was Marcus trying to strip Grandma of her autonomy, positioning himself as guardian so he could sell the house out from under her. I stepped into the room. What's going on? Marcus jumped, scattering papers. His face cycled through panic, guilt, then fake warmth. Lauren, didn't hear you come in. Just helping Mom with some forms. I moved to Grandma's side, hand on her shoulder. She looked up with visible relief. Sweetheart, I'm glad you're here. Marcus says these are for benefits, but the print is tiny. I snatched the petition from the floor. The language was clinical, claiming cognitive decline, unsafe living, need for guardian control over assets. Uncle Marcus.
Kitchen.
Now. In the kitchen, he launched into excuses. She's forgetting things. Lauren left the stove on twice last month, giving money to every caller. Someone has to protect her. Protect her or control her house. The same son who borrowed 40 grand 5 years ago and vanished? Get out.
Now.
He grabbed his briefcase, face red. You're overreacting. She needs help. What I see is a man circling like a vulture. Leave, or I call the police. The door slammed behind him. Back, with Grandma. I knelt, taking her hands. He was trying to make you sign papers saying you can't manage your own life. Her eyes widened, but she squeezed back firmly. I can still balance my checkbook and run the church bake sales. That night, after settling her with dinner and her favorite old movie, I sat in my car, rain streaking the windows. Marcus wouldn't stop. Visits were rare, except when he needed cash. Yet he lived 40 minutes away. I was the one handling groceries, doctor visits, bills. If I called cops now, he'd deny, spin lies. No, I had to gather proof, turn his game against him. Family had never been postcard perfect. Parents divorced young, Mom buried in nursing shifts, Dad gone to Arizona. Grandma Rose was the constant. Cookies after school. Stories of Depression-era survival. Grandpa's USO dances. Marcus, the youngest, always the golden boy in her eyes despite flops, band dreams, pyramid scams, a short-lived cafe that drained her savings. Aunt Claire in Chicago had distanced after Grandpa's funeral fight. Marcus's kids, Jake and Brooke, showed up only for handouts. The house sat on land now prime for subdivision. Developers left cards. One even crashed her book club. Grandma refused every offer. This is where your grandpa planted those roses. Where you took your first steps. Money can't replace memories. But Marcus saw dollars, millions in subdivision potential. 2 years ago, on my birthday, she told me the house was mine in her will. Recorded video statement. Lawyer drafted away from Marcus's suggestions. I'd learned via Jake's ex that Marcus researched incapacity laws. Staged forgetfulness incidents. Even left the stove on himself.
Now.
In her quiet kitchen, I listed every betrayal on my phone. Unpaid loans. Lies. Failed ventures. It wasn't enough for court. I needed hard evidence, recordings, witnesses, proof of his scheme. Rose dozed in the living room, trusting the world. She'd shielded me. Now I'd shield her. The hunter was becoming the hunted. Saturday morning. The kitchen smelled of cinnamon French toast and fresh coffee. Grandma Rose hummed an old tune at the stove, moving with the ease of decades. No one would guess her son plotted to label her incompetent. Lauren. Honey. Grab the real maple syrup, the Vermont bottle. I smiled, retrieving it. This was the woman Marcus claimed couldn't manage affairs, the one who still hand-balanced books, organized charity drives, recited meds perfectly. Over breakfast, I asked directly, "Has Marcus been mentioning forgetfulness or help needed?" She sighed. For months. Subtle at first, did you take pills? Pay the bill? Then claiming conversations we never had, like promising him 50 grand. I remember the 40 he still owes. Why didn't you tell me? Didn't want to burden you. You already do so much. He's escalating. We need proof you're capable. Like a test. Exactly, evidence for court if it comes. We visited her longtime doctor.
Dr. Patel.
For full cognitive and medical eval. 2 hours later.
Dr.
Patel pulled me aside. Your grandmother is exceptional. Cognition normal. Above average for age despite minor vision issues. I document this and testify if needed. I've seen too many families exploit elders. Driving home, Rose worried briefly, but I reassured her. She revealed 3 copies of her will video, safe deposit, lawyer, hidden at home. Marcus's campaign intensified. Neighbor Mrs. Alvarez mentioned his concerns about confusion. He spread stories to mail carrier. Book club. Calls poured in from senior facilities. Citing concerned son. A salesperson showed up uninvited. Family meeting invite from cousin Jake was evasive. I attended alone. Phone recording. At Marcus's flashy but debt-ridden home. His PowerPoint listed forgetfulness, financial mistakes, safety risks, all fabricated or twisted. He proposed assisted living and responsible management by him. I challenged from the back. This facility give you kickbacks? Tension exploded. Jake accused me of isolation. Brooke cried manipulation. Marcus's ex-wife Claire, surprisingly there, revealed his debts. Foreclosures. Emptied college funds. He's desperate. Post-meeting. Marcus cornered me. I've planned this a year. Professionals ready. Hearing in 3 weeks. I recorded his veiled threat. Accidents happen. Game on. The following weeks consumed me. Evenings and weekends built Grandma's defense and Marcus's destruction. Digital recorder captured his Tuesday visit. False concern turning to your mind is going. Court will decide.
Gold.
Claire provided financial records showing forged documents. Hidden assets in divorce. Private investigator uncovered 2 prior elder abuse suits, 1 California investment scam, 1 Nevada advisory fraud. Mail carrier Mr. Ellis signed affidavit. Marcus stole bank statements from box.
Dr.
Patel's detailed report praised Rose's acuity. She agreed to testify. Character witnesses: pastor, book club leader, volunteer coordinator, affirmed her independence. Grandma's finances were pristine, on-time payments, reasonable giving, stable portfolio. Spreadsheet contrasted this with Marcus's history: unpaid loans, repossessed car, credit misuse. I organized timeline, folders, forged POA and quitclaim deed Marcus had prepped. 3 days pre-hearing. I called. I have it all: recordings, forgeries, lawsuits. Withdraw or face DA. He bluffed. I gave 24 hours. Next day, lawyer confirmed withdrawal for reconciliation. But Marcus was cornered. Desperate. I installed visible and hidden cameras. Told Rose for safety. Then the trap. I called suggesting cooperation. Fake trust protecting assets but allowing emergency distributions needing co-trustee approval. Invited him over while Rose was at church luncheon. Over coffee. I presented fake documents looking official. Marcus salivated at foreclosure bailout potential. I slid the confession. Detailed admission of fraud, forgery, abuse attempts. Sign for the trust. I lock it away if you behave. He hesitated but signed 4 pages on camera. Eagerness clear. Fake papers shredded later. Real lawyer filed restraining order with confession video. Marcus called screaming threats. I recorded. Blocked him. Upgraded security. Restraining order approved. I knew he'd try court anyway. Court day arrived despite withdrawal. Marcus showed with aggressive young lawyer claiming coercion. Judge Morrison allowed brief address. Marcus painted me as isolator, manipulator installing cameras, false accusations. His edited recording of my calls sounded damning. Heart-pounding. I responded with full audio, his admissions, year-long planning, house sale intent. Displayed security video of confession signing. Greedy expression reading fake trust. Presented forged deeds in his handwriting. Prior abuse suits. Claire's testimony. Pristine finances versus
His debts.
Judge Morrison eviscerated him. Viewing your mother as a despicable. Referred to DA for abuse/fraud probe. Restraining order stood. Warned arrest for violations. Rose affirmed her independence. Marcus ashen. Lawyer distancing. In parking lot. He hissed threats. Our lawyer intervened. Driving away. Rose revealed. I knew from the start. Pretended confusion to draw him out. Wanted you to be the hero. We laughed over champagne lunch. Her pride warming me. She proposed real trust. Me moving in to fill the big house. Redecorate. Plant roses.
Get a dog.
The victories settled slowly. Court record. DA referral. Video confession formed unbreakable walls. Marcus fled to Florida schemes. Repossessed car gone. Rose and I set up proper trust with me beneficiary/trustee. I packed my apartment, moved into my old room, repainted blue. Evenings brought jeopardy. Stories. Shared meals. Text from Claire praised protection. Rose promised care if needed, but affirmed years ahead together. The house ticked with grandfather clock. Memories alive. We'd proven love defeats greed. Loyalty outsmarts predation. 2 women, elderly and young, defended their home. Each other. Wolves stayed away. Roses would bloom come spring. New dog perhaps. Justice arrived not in cuffs, but in laughter over lunch. Steady hands. Secure legacy. Grandma Rose safe. House ours. Family bond unbreakable despite betrayal. The story lingers. What would you do to protect the one who raised you from those who should love most?